Okay, I've got time for one more, so, should we talk?
What? I'm a fighter.
Well, let's swap him out then for someone else, because we've got lots of people.
Anything is better than waiting around in the camp. Yes, I appreciate the attention, but the Executioner wants to see you. If you prefer, you could still seek out the Inquisitor by...
Is there something troubling you? Your feelings are important to me.
Your progress is admirable, but don't become too close to the Lotus Assassins. Their power is seductive. That is how Death's Hand gained influence over my father.
That annoys you, I can see it. Tell me about it.
After the disappearance of my uncle, Sun Qin, the Hand of Heaven, the Imperial Order of the Lotus Monks was directionless. Instead of taking on that role himself, my father gave it to an advisor, Death's Hand. I was only a baby at the time.
Why didn't your father take the role for himself?
He did not have enough time. The burden of state is heavy, and he is not a well man. Death's Hand takes advantage of this.
Your dad might be dead, love.
Regardless, the Lotus Monks were placed in the care of Death's Hand, a duty reserved for royalty. It was almost as if my father took Death's Hand into our family. My family. We have been caretakers of the Empire for generations. We have created a bastion of culture in an otherwise uncivilized world. Death's Hand threatens all of this. It is my duty to see that the natural order is preserved.
That is your duty, but what about who you are? Tell me about yourself.
About me? But why? I mean, if you were a man, I could understand how there might be some interest, but... Never mind. Is this about the mission?
Are men the only ones with interest? Tell me about yourself.
Oh. Well, I suppose I could answer a few questions. Although I'm sure more than enough has been said about me by the peasants or others, I am quite used to defending myself from all quarters.
What do they say? That she would do anything for those in need?
I've never seen myself as particularly generous, but it would not be so bad to be remembered in that way. The gratitude of the peasants is important to any ruler. They, even unknowingly, have the power to see the Empire rise or fall. The love of the people is powerful.
Indeed.
I hope, however, that I am not just seen as a giver of charity. Anyone can throw money at the downtrodden. I try to accomplish more than that.
I'm sure they say the princess has the authority to command, yet the wisdom to listen to advice.
You presume a great deal. Can you really have seen this in such a short time? Those are qualities I would like to say I have, but I am not certain that I do. I have little time for listening when I seem to be fighting the very system of which I am a part.
It's like me at work. Don't worry, I'll keep you grounded.
You? Well, you might. I don't know what the future will bring for us. Do you think yourself worthy of reminding me of what is important? To keep me humble? My father will take a dim view of that.
Dude, bad news about your father. I'll be whatever you wish me to be.
You're very unlike the women of the court I grew up with. I have long tried to separate myself from them. As you can tell from my unconventional choice of traveling companions, I think we are very similar, you and I. You are interesting. We will continue this another time. I find myself at a loss for words. Very few people have had such an effect. Yes, you are interesting.
Let's go back to my other questions.
I will answer.
Then we're going to swap you out for the little... Yeah, this thing.
What do you want?
What do you want? What do you think of our current situation?
That strong lady? She's the princess? I didn't know that women could be that strong. We're always supposed to be weak and left behind. But there's you. You're strong. And a lady as well. I think you two should get along and be friends. We should meet her again. Is there any...
What do you think of our current situation?
That?
What about the demons?
Oh...
It's time you and I had a talk, mortal. You've been paying too much attention to this girl's problems and the Guardian's advice. We need more realism here.
And what are you talking about?
The girl is already dead. She's a walking corpse. She's nothing to anyone. What I want is the body. I need an anchor, and this little walking meat puppet can provide that.
I genuinely like you, but no.
But Taikar gives me trouble. He's in my way. He's weak, but the girl sides with him. To take control, I need your help, and I'm willing to offer servitude for it.
I won't let you harm this girl.
Ha! You say that now, but when the time comes, we'll see how much power tempts you. And if you continue to refuse, I still have ways to get my revenge.
ونوير كوب ثائير ثانير أككون أصو سيير سكوت أفيفير نوني.
Back into the darkness, Yajan. You tricked me so I wouldn't hear you talking, but no more. Spirit Monk, it is unwise to speak with him. He knows only lies and deceit.
وسوكي بارير نوكاسيسا إير سانكوت نوا باتيا يير ني أك.
For the sake of the child, have no further dealings with him. He is stronger now. He might be able to force his way out or be called. Resist him. Do not listen to him.
That?
Oh, so you can pick between them. Oh, wicked.
My blades are yours to command. Always.
What's on your mind right now?
I was thinking about a story my father once told me. He was a scoundrel, but he could spin a fine yarn when he wasn't robbing caravans. Have you ever heard the tale of the Eternal Companions?
Nope. I can't say I have. What brought it to mind?
The Eternal Companions were a group of warriors that traveled the ancient kingdoms, well before the formation of the Empire. They were said to be giants, to know styles no one could match, and to always appear to offer their services to a kingdom when times were worst.
Were these warriors real?
The tales are too fantastic to be accurate. Though I'm sure the Black Whirlwinds tried at least once, no one can actually cleave a mountain in two. What made me bring this up was just a simple thought. Were these companions real people once? Were they just like us? Something tells me they were, but not in the way you'd expect. You know how legends tend to grow in the telling? I think they also absorb other tales as they go.
Think what we're doing is just another version of the tale?
I doubt it. For instance, we have yet to wipe out a rival kingdom. Failing that, I'm a bit shy of 12 feet tall. The point is that when things are wrong, people believe that someone will do something about it. Whether we succeed or not, we are those someones right now.
Hells yeah.
More importantly, you're the someone. You're the real reason we're together. And I worry about how much of this rides on your shoulders.
I'm worried about getting screwed over by someone, but other than that...
You're important to me in many ways. I just want you to know that I'll do anything I can to help. Anything. Just ask.
You've been there when I needed you thus far. Were you planning on a change?
Well, that would be terribly out of character, wouldn't it? No. No changes are planned on my end.
Don't screw me over, brother.
We'll talk again soon, I promise. For now, let's get back to it.
Okay, have I spoken to everyone? I guess I could speak to the
I just
drunk.
hope we don't bump into my suspicious spouse. Yes? I think you need somebody like me to keep your camp in order while you're off invading the fortress. Turtle egg?
Yeah, I don't really use you because you're...
I am honored that you have chosen me. What did you...
What do you think?
We just...
Okay, and let's get
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them.
I thought fighting in the arena would impress him. It's clearly not. Which is worrying. I don't want him to screw me over.
I want to... This next fight should be fairly simple.
Let's fight like men. In our tights.
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Tiger Lifts the Mountain.
She fights next, does she not? Replace the men slated for that match with our own. And ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
There's no way I could do this without getting hit.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. We must always use the resources available to you.
Ew. Dude, that's grim. Fucking cannibals.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
I tried to be fancy. Didn't work. Didn't work at all. Fucking bastards.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lacked poison-coated blades.
Yes, I'm sure. What about the protective spells? Were they removed as well?
The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kailan's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters.
Why is it
Just
tangled?
before you came up here, I received word from one of the guild men from outside the arena. They send their apologies. I believe they feel Kailan's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message.
You sure they won't try something like this again?
You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the Guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place.
No, it's not. No. Tell me about my next fight.
We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems.
Golems.
I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the army could devise. Are you ready?
Not right now.
I watched your last match. I bet Soldier...
Need to know some things about the Black Whirlwind's time at the arena.
This is about your friend and the Serpent, right? I do remember Raging Ox. He was always full of life and he had fun in the ring. He was a much better champion than the Ravager.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. You just watch yourself. Kui will be sending you to see me if you keep that up. And I'll break you in two.
And I'll turn down the difficulty.
Good. Look who's... Why, it's the reason for Soldier's increased surliness. Congratulations on managing the impossible.
Need to know about the Black Whirlwind and Kai Lan.
Your expansive friend returns on a dark fall of the cards, I'm afraid. His story, like all stories where brothers fall out, is not lightly told.
Why did he leave the arena?
The Black Whirlwind and Raging Ox had a confrontation. No one really knows what happened, but suffice it to say Ox remained here. Raging Ox continued to rise through the ranks to become champion, while your friend left his brother and the arena behind. Perhaps you should...
How do you think Kai Lan will react to the Black Whirlwind's return?
Has there not already been a reaction of sorts? Kai Lan likely wants nothing more than his ex-star fighter to leave this place. Of course, that means he wants the same of you. The Black Whirlwind was never one to follow rules, and Kai Lan is one who demands that his rules be followed.
That's all I need. Let's talk about poison.
While I cannot see, are you... Of course.
What do you need?
Mad.
Oh, I should have brought the 1,000 cut style. Oh well. Oh well.
We've had a request.
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Golems.
Stone Immortal! Style! Paralyzing Palm! Staff!
Okay, they're immune to everything. Sweet. Whew. Don't like them. Very slow, but they hit like tanks.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design. Thanks to you.
Oh, shit.
I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machines to build the Empire.
Tell me about my next fight.
I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear many nobles will even be in attendance. It's rare that the Silver Division rests balance against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. What really catches the crowd, though, is the story of Tiger Lifts the Mountain. They come to see the noble warrior who strides up the rankings like the heroes of legend. Will you face Soldier?
Not right now. I want to beat Soldier, and then I want to try and go back to my camp and have a chat with everyone.
I want it.
I'll earn your respect yet, Soldier.
The veteran Iron Soldier prepares to face Tiger Lifts the Mountain.
Paralyzing palm. Stab.
Yeah, figured as much.
Paralyzing palm. Stab. Paralyzing palm. Stab. Paralyzing palm. Stab.
Easy mode! Easy mode. Easy mode.
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. Be proud.
Be honored.
From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. I can promise you that.
They loved that fight. I think we need to talk about some extra silver.
Surely this was enough. I know the crowd loved that show, but there's no way I can offer you extra just because of that. All your fights are impressive.
Come on, we can do this. Would Soldier have let such a fight go without being paid extra?
I know you feel like a rising star, but your rewards are fixed. Now,
tell me about my next fight.
The Gold Division is the toughest series of fights in the Empire. Ultimately, you can think of it as a test to see if you're ready to face the Ravager. Your first match will be a rare challenge. There is a style that was banned from the tournament combat 5 centuries ago. You will face the Phoenix Unity style.
Okay. What's so special about this style?
That is something best discovered for yourself. Suffice it to say that if you stand against it, the battle will be memorable.
I can't turn the difficulty down any further. Why am I facing it?
I do not believe in outdated prohabitations. As you may see, this style is not fair for single combat, but it is a fair test of a master warrior's abilities.
Dude, could I have got John Cleese's gun? I'm not ready.
Your victories are impossible for the other fighters to ignore. You are a master of the arena, the ground where executioners are born. Perhaps you have potential that you are not even aware of. There may be a role in the executioners for you after all.
Yeah, I'm not done with the arena yet, though.
Do you think you stand a chance of joining the Lotus Assassins?
If you will have me.
No, you are stronger than that. We will train away this timid front and tap a potential that you haven't yet dreamed of. If you survive, you will join an order unlike any other. We enforce the will of Death's Hand and the Emperor. We guard the treasures of the Empire. This will be your responsibility. Can you look on silver coins, golden tablets, or prophesized artifacts and think only of duty?
Yep. Because they're not real. I would be honored.
Then we will waste no more time. You are adequate, and I will allow you to begin training. Proceed to our fortress. It lies at the far side of the burial ground that is the necropolis, which you may reach through the rich section of the city. Present this token so that they will know you.
Sweet!
I expect great things of you. Not many of our recruits possess both the skills to become executioners and the personality to attract such a loyal band of followers.
They'll find that I am no ordinary recruit.
Indeed. Many others think that they are above the norm when they join us, as if acceptance elevates their status. You will learn that conformity to our ways will serve you better.
Oh, dude, I was being, like, you know, dropping an ironic hint of your inevitable demise, but okay.
I am well aware of those who come with you, their strengths and their weaknesses. You inspire loyalty in most of those who follow you. That will serve you well.
Most, but not all, yes. Are you saying someone isn't loyal to me?
Am I? Or do you doubt your own abilities to deal with them if proven treacherous? In time, you will see that your loyalty to our order is all that matters.
Yeah.
If you survive your training and remain in control of your senses, perhaps you will serve at my side one day.
I got the seal. What do you think of that, Zoo?
I trust your plans go well. Your death... The time is...
See, I really don't want him to screw me. Alright, Iron Soldier.
Come to kick this tired old dog?
No, we had a hell of a fight. I cheated.
Careful, girl. I might have rolled over once, but you let your guard down and you're mine. Don't think I'm going to forget that you were the one to take my division from me.
You were defeated in fair combat. Do not take it so personally.
You're even and level-headed, which means you won't watch your back. You'll never last. Do you actually need anything, or are you just there to flap your gums?
Flap me gumsy. Some questions?
Ask me? Why ever would the vaunted Silver Division champion speak to one of his inferiors?
Her inferiors.
No, I'll not sit here and listen to your taunts, and I certainly don't feel like talking about this place, or my past, or whatever fool thing you want.
You always this belligerent?
Given half the chance, yes. There's some people who...
I watched your last match! Congratulations on becoming champion of Silver Division. Soldier will not be happy with losing to you, but he's been unhappy a long time, I think.
Yeah, I know.
While I cannot...
Look who's... The one who stands just below us in the rankings. Our new Silver Division champion.
Yeah, I figured it was you lot. I guess we could do one more. I mean, we don't technically need to.
I want... The Gold Division is the toughest. Your first match will be a rare that... Excellent.
Phoenix Unity it is.
The Phoenix Unity is among the rarest of styles. No one person has defeated it. Yet.
It's poisonous, we can see that.
I can feel pain inside. Paralyzing palm. Staff. Paralyzing palm. Staff. You lack focus.
Camera, please! What a mess. Oh. But Jesus.
Legends say that the Phoenix Unity style was banned from tournaments because it was unbeatable. But I've never put much stock in legends. That was exactly how I wanted your Gold Division matches to start. You need the people on your side before you can face the Ravager.
Oh, that was horrible. What can you tell me about the champion?
The real champion is the Ravager. But
Tell me about the Ravager.
The crowd loves to hate him. He's vicious. He never talks, and he has no interest in the fans. But when he fights, he's unstoppable. Right now, almost no one will face him, so it's rare that the Ravager steps into the ring. It's for the better, I think. He tends to cripple people, despite the protective magic of this place.
I really want it to be the warm-up guy, but what are your thoughts on the Song Brothers?
They're an odd triptuplet, if you ask me. They were three of the best individual fighters to participate in the arena, but things changed after they fought together against the Ravager and lost.
Jesus.
They're sort of a buffer. If the three of them together couldn't match the Ravager, only someone who can face all three will stand a chance against him. It cuts down on the number of injuries at the Ravager's hands.
Look who... Our honored opponent. How you must feel knowing you are to face us next.
That's it.
Our last words echo the rhythmic structure of Lord Chu Young's unsuccessful plea for mercy before his beheading.
Brother Sui has an ear for these things and a knowledge of history, you understand. So I wish you a fond goodbye and a distinguished farewell.
Very tricky. Breaking your sentence's rhythm with an extra well-wishing comment, brother. Skillfully done.
Yes, this is gonna suck.